This podcast is brought to you by GRAPHIX. And GRAPHIX is a close friend of mine, and he does great work when it comes to doing custom like wraps and stickers and stuff like that, and also does a lot of artwork with laser engraving and wood engraving and all that fun and cool looking stuff. Here's some pictures right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all the stuff looks immaculate. And if you want to check him out or contact him to get some work done for you when it comes to any of that kind of artwork to get hung up or anything like that, if you're a business and you want to get a sign made, this is the guy to look at. And we'll get right back to the podcast now. Later. Welcome back, Mosh Pit Podcast. We're here at Goldfield in Roseville, you know, one of our favorite venues to come to. And we're here with Coldflame.
Let's get it.
How's it going?
And I actually met these guys at Goldfield in Roseville at the beginning of this year, and I'm psyched to get you guys on, and also get to see you guys again in 2 weeks. It's gonna be fucking dope because the first time I saw you guys play, Jonathan over here, which has just started like actually being in the band and like getting everything set up. He was like at the show, and he was like, "You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. You gotta set up an interview with them." I was like, I got you. But let's get this shit started. This is also brought to you by the Mosaic in Folsom and GRAPHIX, and we'll get to that later in the podcast. So, starting off, how are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty great.
We're doing really good.
Yeah.
Ready to shred.
Very excited to shred
ready
Goldfield for the second time. Very excited.
Fucking hammered.
And we're opening for Eyes Set to Kill. Who are
Eyes Set to Kill,
post-hardcore legends, so we're very excited.
which you may see later this month.
Don't worry about
That's
it.
a teaser.
Don't worry about it. But getting this started, how did you guys meet?
Me and Adam met first.
Yeah, so I've known him since we were in fourth grade. So I've known him since we were in fourth grade, and we've been playing music together since we were in like sixth grade. And we were in an old band called Cadence. There was like a metalcore, like kind of like For the Fallen Dream style, you know, like melodic hardcore type thing. And we were in that for years, and Life Ahead. And then we met Yassine.
No, we knew Yassine since Cadence.
Yeah, we knew him. Yeah, we met him through like playing in Cadence and like our other bands and stuff like that. And he was in another band called Strength and Sacrifice, and they were badass. So we've always known him. We've known him for like 10 years. And then
we probably played like half of our career sets together.
Probably like
our bands were like we traveled together. Like they were on a show that we got on it.
Yeah.
We were on a show they got on it.
We were actually signed to a very, very small label that no one's ever heard of called Crown and Anchor Records from this guy Anthony is my boy.
Scarpelli.
Anthony
Shout
Scarpelli.
out.
Shout out
Jamie's
Anthony.
If it weren't for
Elsewhere,
him,
that guy.
we wouldn't
Anthony
be together
Scarpelli was the drummer of Jamie's Elsewhere. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so he was our label CEO, whatever, and he paid for both of our EPs at the time, and we recorded with Aaron Pauly from Jamie's Elsewhere and now of Mice and Men. So that was pretty cool. That was really fun. So we did that for a week, and then Chris came in the mix. I met him on Instagram. He said he DM'd me like he slid in my DMs and he was like, "Are you going to this show in SF?" And I said, "I am." It was Wage War and
Can I carpool?
Burials. Wage War and Burials.
And Gideon.
Gideon, Wage War and Burials. And he goes, "Are you going to this show in SF?" I said, "I sure am." He's like, "Want to go together?" I was like, "Let's go." Best friends ever since. Are we best friends now? So now all of a sudden, and now we like live together and shit. So
Can I tell the one with John?
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
how did we meet John? How did we meet John?
Yeah, so it's funny.
It's kind of forgettable.
It's kind of funny this way because I met him through a Gideon, Burials, and Wage War show.
Yeah, the show.
And I met this guy in the pit of Gideon at downtown Goldfield.
That's not a surprise, guys.
Midtown,
Jonathan's always in the pit.
The
crazy part is this guy
John's
right here. Let me tell you a little something real quick. This guy is a madman in the pit, right? I met this guy with a cast on his arm in the pit.
That's the best time to get him.
Yes, and he was still fighting people.
It was Gideon and For the Fallen Dreams.
You were there when I broke my hand, though.
Yes. I actually met you before then, too.
That was the day I broke my hand. Was at the
Yes,
show.
that's right. So, yeah.
Don't be a weenie in the pit. Don't go to a hardcore show and then be a dick
Yeah, it was
about
FTFD and Gideon at Midtown.
Yes.
And John was in the pit, just going hard. And for some reason or another, me and Chris just were vibing with this dude in the pit, and here we are. Now he's in the band.
And then we met up with
like
you.
He's in the band. I mean, that's how it goes.
I really want to apologize to the vocals for Gideon. I tried to take his hat like 18 times that night, and he was not fucking with me.
His cowboy hat.
And he also
Give me the hat, bro. He's like, fucking stop.
And also, you got on stage for FTFD
I have a
and
video
were
with the
taking
guitar player.
video selfies with the guitar.
Yeah,
player.
he
That
was
really
waiting
He was
for the
that
selfie
guy.
until
he
he
was
realized
that guy.
it
He was that guy. He was that guy.
I was
He was
a
that
gamble
guy.
night, bro. It was the best
Yeah.
night of my life. So I broke my hand.
So that's how we all met.
I'm missing
That's
the
our
knuckle.
story.
Really?
Yeah, I like speaking of like being a label and stuff. Mosh Pit Podcast. I want you guys to let comments down below, and also I'm probably gonna be posting this. Me and my audio engineer in the future really want to start a label where you can go on a podcast to promote yourself, and also record and set up with somebody to be able to have manage and get you guys in venues. Which I already know somebody, but I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to start getting bands signed and doing that shit, so that way it's almost like a monopoly where you can be like, I can promote you, I can record you, and I can also manage you.
Yeah.
You have all the
100%.
pieces.
Shout out, Jimmy.
100%.
Shout out Jimmy at 6040 Studios.
I had the card.
At the
I
car.
follow up on Instagram. We're good.
But after that, we're gonna get to like going to shows and stuff, and like running into Jonathan. What is a great show memory that you would love to talk? Like, where's like a crazy memory where you're like, what the fuck?
I think Adam has one.
I do?
Adam has a few.
No, I don't.
Can I tell one about you?
No, we cannot
I
talk
just
about
met
those
Jonathan.
Okay.
ones. No, do not talk about
Yeah,
that.
don't talk
that
about
one.
Talk about which one?
No? Okay, yeah, no,
That's why I wish.
not that one, not that one.
Yeah.
So you see
There
that
is
butt
there is
naked
a
at
really
Blue
good
Black
story,
Car
but for legal purposes, we can't talk about it.
Damn! Trap?
Yeah.
Stop bringing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
remember
one.
when
Yes,
I-
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can't talk about one of them for legal reasons. It was pretty fun though.
You guys remember,
But-
you guys remember fighting all the old dudes at fucking burials last year at Aftershock?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
fun.
fight all those guys off with the fucking bandanas and shit. Stupid.
Out of all the people at our Aftershock, I ran into this motherfucker at a Hanabi mosh pit.
A what?
Is that what it was?
It was the Hanabi mosh
I don't
pit
even-
with the band from Tokyo.
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
did not. Okay,
Fucking,
so I have seen them. I lied to somebody earlier today.
What is it called?
It's like baby
Baby
metal.
metal. Baby metal association.
Can I make an honorable mention
I don't
though?
even remember being there.
Can I make an
Baby
honorable
metal,
mention
dude.
about
You
like
go to
2-3
baby metal
years
pit.
ago? System of a Down.
Yes.
Craziest concert I've been
Push
to.
good.
Yeah, well they opened up a prison song and me and this guy are trying to get to the front.
Remember seeing, that was
I
the
would
first time
be
I
in
ever
there.
saw them, and I've seen them,
Yeah.
I'll be seeing them 4th time next month. Like, seeing Surge's outline
Oh,
on the
yeah.
fucking drop, and you're just like, it was like,
Crazy.
it was instant chaos after that. And that was a
Absolutely.
long set, but also seeing System in LA, they did a 2-hour set straight. No encore, nothing.
They have 2 hours.
Those are one of the bands that like you've been listening to like all your life when you were a kid, and then when you finally see them in real life, you're like, oh my god, like I'm actually here, like you
That's
know.
how I felt about Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, absolutely, yeah. Limp Bizkit's crazy too.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, those are one of those bands that's just the craziest thing. And I remember this guy, we crowd surfed to the front because Riot broke out in the back.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Riot broke
System.
out. We crowd surfed during BYOB.
Like,
No,
I'm out of
prison
here. Fucking-
Prison song. We
The
got
minute we
stuck
heard
in the
Prison
back
song.
in Prison song.
So
remember?
yeah, so System, they hadn't played a show in like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And then they played Aftershock, 2-3 years ago or something like that.
I think it was
or-
something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was
Like 2-3
pre-COVID.
years ago.
It was pre-COVID, so I
Yeah.
think it was 19, right? So 2019
I
they
have
played, and me and Chris were watching System, but we were way in the back because we had just watched Who right before them.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, so we had to see Alice in Chains, right? So we had to see that through, had to see them bones at the end, and then we heard Prison Song just dun 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 dun, dun and we were like, oh shit! So we
booking it.
ran,
We
we
start
ran
booking it.
over, and I asked him, I was like, how are we gonna get to the front, man? And we were like, the only way is to crowd surf. So we literally like tapped 2 big ass dudes in front of us, and we were like, that, and they were like, let's go, and they literally threw us, yeeted us.
I know a trick.
And we crowd surfed 2 football fields, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like
And
200 yards.
separated. So
200 yards.
So
Literally,
him and I
we
get
crowd surfed
separated.
200
Chris's pants were off
freaking
by the time
yards,
we
bro.
got
This dude gets thrown to
Yeah.
the right, and I get thrown in the mosh pit. And I land on my feet. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, where's Adam? And I'm like, fuck this. And I just start going at it in the pit, So we just had a good time. And then right before we left, It was like one of their last songs. This dude jumps on the barricade.
Oh yeah, I jumped off the barricade, like into the crowd again.
And then I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay,
pretty
I'm
fun.
going right after him. So I jump on the barricade too. Security guard grabs me.
No security.
we're
No
slow.
Yeah,
around.
no, they don't care. And
Bad
it was like
luck
the
club.
center. It was like the center barricade too, so it was pretty cool. But yeah,
Good time,
that
man.
was a fun story.
I'm gonna teach you guys a trick I
Okay.
use for aftershock specifically. So when people always say, "Oh, you want to go see this band? They're headlining. Why aren't you going up there?" I'm like, "I'll go up like 5 minutes before they play." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm gonna get up to the barrier." I'm like, "How?" I go to the vendor sides. I walk all the way to the back to where you're pretty much on the right side of the stage. And there's trees there. I cut through.
So I did for
Right
events.
So I
there.
do.
I did that for
Yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold
That's
last
what I do.
year.
Yeah,
Remember,
you
you're like,
cut
how'd you
through,
get
and
up
if
there?
someone
Yes,
says
yes.
no,
I cried for
I
Avenged
always just say,
Sevenfold.
well, I'm going to start a pit, so if
Okay.
you want the pit to be here, we can start the pit here. And they're like, go, 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 go. And I'm like, okay.
You're just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Sit
had
here first.
like doing that a few times. I've literally had like people like push me, and like, dude, I think it was either like a dude with long hair. It happened so quick I don't remember, but it was either a dude with long hair, quite possibly might have been a girl. And I'm walking, and she shoved me so hard I fell. I fell
You
down,
see?
and I got up and I looked, and like, I don't know. I just wanted to get to where I needed to go, so I
Peter
didn't like
Punch,
start
that's
any problems. But I may or may not have pushed her back.
Speaking of mosh
It's a good first
Still a
image,
mystery.
right?
mosh pit,
It's still a mystery right now. You know, no one knows.
Nobody, no one will ever know.
speaking of mosh pits, I ask this to every single band, what is the craziest mosh pit you have seen or been in?
Oh shit!
I got knocked out during Beast for Case of Strain. First time I ever saw
I've
him.
seen some.
We know
fucking,
yours, John.
I have a lot, but I'm always in there.
No, I've seen Warped Tour, dude.
I was gonna say Warped
Warped
Tour.
Tour.
I gotta throw
I
it back
get
to
There
Warped
was
Tour.
For a
Warped
lot.
Tour,
Yeah.
dude. There was like the biggest wall of death I think I've ever fucking seen.
Probably either the craziest stuff I've ever
I
seen was
forgot-
back when we were like really young, like
2009.
yeah, between like 06 and
Yeah,
09,
even-
like
yeah,
really
earlier
early
than that.
Warped Tour days. Like the craziest stuff I ever saw was like old Suicide Silence with Mitch
was
and
about to
like
say.
Bring Me the Horizon,
Yeah,
Asking, like those types of pits were like there's nothing like those for
'Cause
real, and
my-
they're not like that anymore.
My craziest wall of death was last year.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped Guns N' Roses. I said, fuck Guns N' Roses,
Good.
honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
we did too.
I
I
didn't even
respect
go
you,
that
but
day.
We did
Axel
too.
like
fuck
actually
Axl.
died on
Skipped
stage.
Guns N'
too.
I
Roses
said,
too.
fuck it, I'm going to see Suicide Silence.
Yeah,
The,
so did
the,
we.
the
So did we.
Was there?
fucking wall of death at Suicide Silence with the bananas.
That was-
Banana 1,
yeah.
banana 2. You go right here.
Yep.
I remember being in the front and I took a video and I had everybody go like this and then I took out all the sound and then I put the Wiggle song with the fruit salad.
That's so
Chris
sick.
favorite song.
So if it's a push pit, I would say Meshuggah. Meshuggah at Hard Rock was kind of crazy.
Solid too.
Out of nowhere, these guys just come out and you know they have their long like yeah. 5 mosh pits. I shit you not. 5 mosh pits break out. I remember it was you, me, Tanner, and Troy. We're up in the front,
Yeah.
and 5 of them opened up. One behind me, got 2 on the side, another one on the side. Craziest push pit. For a hardcore pit, I would have to say Tsunami, Unity TX, and Knocked
yeah.
Loose at Ace of
Dude, that
Spades.
was
I didn't
I
even
think that
get
was like
in that
last
bitch.
year.
That was
Craziest thing. And Ace of Spades, you know, they got barricades and stuff, so people are not really jumping around anywhere. These kids are like really jumping off the railing
Bro,
at the
people-
show.
yeah,
We
people-
open it up for Unity TX. This fool smacks me in the face.
I was in there with
know?
you.
Huh?
I was in there with
oh,
you.
you were there, huh? Oh shit.
That was the only
Yeah.
time I was in the pit was for Unity. Tsunami in Dunkless was, bro, people were jumping off of their fucking gearboxes, like their cases, on the side of the stage. Every time I went to the bathroom, broken nose, fucking bleeding from the eyes,
Yeah.
fucking mouths bleeding,
Yeah.
people missing teeth. I was like, bro,
It's
this
a
is
nasty
it's
class, bro.
it's a Wednesday, bro. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I remember
That
like
was the only pit I was ever scared of in my life, bro. I'm
No,
not
it
gonna
was
lie.
a crazy night.
I've never seen so many arms failing, but with zero space in between.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
there was
pure-
like a time
pure
where
angst.
I was at a show and pits were everywhere and I didn't even hear the band until I didn't even know or listen to the band until they fucking played. It was, and this is before they were big, it was Knocked Loose.
Oh shit!
And they were opening, like first to play. They set up their own stage. This
Yeah.
is how long ago it was. They were opening
Isaac
for
Rowe.
Beartooth and Wage War. It was Knocked Loose, Wage War, and Beartooth.
That tooth was heavier back then.
Yeah, they were.
I was like,
Still love 'em.
I fell in love instantly on their live set.
You heard all my friends and fucking took your shirt off and went crazy. I would have.
I took my shirt off when I heard the arf arf.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I was like, did that motherfucker just bark?
It's like legendary at this point, bro.
First time I heard a Chihuahua
They are
on
so
stage.
big.
Kublai
right now.
barks now.
What's up?
Kublai barks now.
Yeah, he been doing.
doing that
He'll
for a while.
do that
Live,
shit
yeah.
for like 30 seconds straight though. I'm like, what the fuck are you
Shake
doing,
that
bro?
ass, little
In the
mama.
I'll keep
Yeah,
it
like,
going.
yeah.
Shake those
Yeah,
asses.
he's a great frontman.
I wanted
You
to
should do
ask,
these 411.
I will. Chris will.
I wanted to
Chris,
ask,
you gonna do it?
ask you
Do some
guys.
barks?
Huh?
Do some barks tonight?
Like
Do
that?
a Bart.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
a Bart.
Right now? No.
I wanna.
No more
I always
shots.
like try to do like something that's like relevant in the music industry right now.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard of it, we can always edit this out. But have you heard of the new song "Friendly Fire" by Linkin Park?
I heard some of it.
I haven't.
It was really good. I mean, at first I was like, are they doing what the Beatles did with like the AI shit? But no, they actually had video of Chester in the booth singing.
Oh,
Well,
so
these
it's like
are-
an
these are-
unreleased
It's
song.
on
Yeah,
release,
it's
so
unreleased, yeah.
They
tight.
just re-edited and mastered vocals.
Well, these are lost like tracks though, right? Like these are
Yeah.
lost vocal
This
was
was
from
the
Chester.
Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
Right.
It was
Wait,
a hybrid.
really?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
that era?
Yeah, it's that era, but it
okay.
sounds so different. It's weird.
I saw it pop up on my release radar, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Here's
Are
the
you
thing,
sure?
is it's from Hybrid Theory, but it sounds new.
I thought it was from One More Light. The
No, it's from
most
Hybrid
recent
Theory
album.
because
Really?
that's why they did a whole promotion thing for Hybrid Theory.
Really?
Because when you go on the YouTube page for Hybrid Theory, it's all they have. All the Hybrid Theory songs have the green dot on it.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna have to listen to that. Hybrid Theory pretty much got me into music,
Yeah, 100%.
honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think you would like it.
Okay.
But I'm really happy because I mean, it'd be cool if they have more tracks because I mean Chester is like fucking. He's a fucking legend.
He's a legend. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the bands I regret never watching.
I was supposed to see them because I think it was it was 2015 Aftershock. They were playing. I had a choice: either go the day that Korn's headlining or Linkin Park's headlining.
It's a tough one.
I
It's a
went
tough
for
one.
porn. I don't want.
Korn I've seen twice. They're great, but I mean, no one knew. No one
They're
knew
getting
that
up
was
there
gonna
in
happen.
age,
though.
huh?
I mean,
no
no
one
one
knew
knew
that
that was gonna happen. So
I
it's a
still
tough
remember.
one.
I remember hearing about it, getting back from summer camp, and got at my connection, and I remember fucking scrolling. I saw one. I was like, "Oh, you're fucking lying."
How was summer camp, bro?
Summer camp was good. Learned how to tie some knots, you know. Campfire sing-alongs.
That's all they have.
That's all that happened.
Cool,
Well,
thank you, sir.
well,
Singing the campfire song?
Scoutmaster Ken came to my tent one night, and I
Okay.
don't know what he did, but
Just making sure.
I'm really confused.
Shitting has been really easy since then. It's fine.
Mosh Pit Podcast is presented to you by Dirty White's MC. It is the month of April, guys, and April 20th of this month, they are having the Dirty White's MC 420 poker run, and it's also the Chris's memorial run for a fallen member of the club. And on April 20th, you'll be able to come, $25 donation to get in, and there'll be food, vendors, and live music by Buzzkill. And sign-ups will be at TJ's Tavern, and it's on 554 Main Street, Vacaville, California. And all the information is right here, or you can look in the description below. And thank you. Let's get right back into the podcast. Later.
Singing Kumbayas or what?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think he laced me.
That's what I was saying.
So then you're telling me you had a good trip. There we go.
This is my Me
That was
Too
Chris'
speech.
first time getting high.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm done.
this part of the podcast, I want to get into your music and your creations. What is the story and or inspiration of your song "Break Me Down"?
So it actually
What are you
started with
thinking,
something
Adam?
with
Do you wanna-
another phrase.
No.
Tell me, Adam.
So, all right. So basically, BMD, the inspiration. So we usually write the music first, and then lyrics and vocals second, right? So basically, I started up the intro riff, and it all starts with a guitar riff like 99% of the time, and then we write everything out like that, and then once the instrumental's done, then me and this guy just start working on vocals together and lyrics and things like that. And I think the inspiration behind BMD is basically just as cliche as it sounds, it's it's just like fuck you to the haters, you know what I mean? Like anyone who's like doubting you or like hating on you, you're just kind of like pushing past all the negativity and like the haters out there, because no matter what you do, like no matter any type of music you put out, you're gonna have people that love it and hate it no matter what. And it used to really bother me a lot when there was haters, but now I kind of like it, so it's kind of cool, you know. And it's like any feedback is good feedback, right? So
yeah,
it's cool.
I can relate to that though, because I actually get more excited to go to a show when I'm on the way and I feel nervous. If I feel fear of going to interview a band, I am fucking pumped because I know it's going to be the best one. It's when I'm like confident, I'm like, shit, fuck.
That sucks so much, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm paranoid as fuck. I mean, I think, and there's no hate to the band, it's not their fault, but I think my worst one I ever did as a pre-show was with Body of Filth and Modesto.
Okay.
Because I didn't know the setup fully. I thought they said it was going to be at a brewery, they were on tour, they're from Vegas, and they're coming through, and it ended up being an outdoor venue. Most of them were hungover, they weren't feeling that hot. It was hot as shit outside. We ended up having to film in an alley.
Oh yeah.
shit.
And there's just like the fucking cars and shit
Yeah.
running by. I didn't have mics then. I just had one boom mic.
Yeah.
Audio was shit. It was just all bad. And I also got really fucking high.
Hell yeah.
Had to end up sitting in my car, and I'm just like, and then like the guy at the front door was just letting anybody in. He didn't even check anybody. He was just like, go on in, have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't feel safe at all. I feel like this is a little bit disorganized, but I mean, it's not like hate to Body of Filth. I love you guys.
Yeah.
It's just the situation, and shit happens.
Do a redo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time they come through with all your dope gear you have now.
It sucks because they were
I'll
supposed
be
to
here
come
too.
through. They
Yeah, we'll
sent
be
me
here.
to promote the fucking show. They're coming to SAC on April 27th, and they're doing some shows with some bands out here. And they're like, "Oh, promote us. Maybe you can come by. We can do another one." And I was like, "I'm actually gonna be in Vegas when you come here
Hell
at
yeah.
Sick New World." And I'm like, "Fuck. Well, let's have another time."
Hell yeah.
But there's always shit. That's why I like how you say that you like the haters. It's just like, because a lot of bands, some not just like the whole band, but some band members in a band can have egos. Not all of them. Some of them can. So when you have that, like, you feed off somebody's negative energy, I feel like that's when you best perform. And
100%.
especially playing with a band that's like insanely big. If you're like at a show where you're like, I'm fucking nervous, I'm opening up for this big ass band. It's like, be nervous.
Yeah.
I love that.
Embrace
feeling.
it. Yeah.
I love that.
Embrace
feeling
it.
of being nervous,
Absolutely.
you know, for a show.
And I remember you
shaking
playing
right
that
now,
riff
bro.
too. We were in the studio, and I go, "Hey, play that fight riff," you know. And this guy starts playing that riff, and I was like, "Hey, let's do a heavy one," you know.
Yeah.
And I was feeling it, he was feeling it, and I was like, "Let's just go full out and just put some more emotion in the song." And you know, that's why this was a very, very, very fun one to do.
Our biggest song is "You're Gone," right? That's like our biggest song we have right now, and this song has surpassed all of our other songs except that one.
Crazy.
So it's very popular.
And
Like
how
it's
long?
been
Like,
blowing up in like
it's been
3
a few
weeks,
weeks?
3-4 weeks. We dropped it, and it already has over like 4K streams, which I know is not a lot to a lot of bands, but for us it is. I mean, just like our so our monthly listeners on Spotify, we went from like 90 monthly listeners, now we're well over 1,000.
Yeah.
Right, so we literally 10x'd in like a
Organic.
month. All organic. We don't pay for anything.
yeah.
Right. No shade to anybody, but like we don't pay for anything. Like
Do
as
you guys
far as
record
like
yourself, or do you guys go to a studio?
this single, we did do it ourselves
Oh,
at my
yeah.
home studio. Yeah,
I
and
love
then we
that.
sent it off to my buddy Elliot Polikoff. Shout out Elliot in LA.
The go.
He's awesome. He's
Yep.
so good. Go to Elliot. He's the best.
He mastered it.
Mix and master. Yeah. So basically, I just tracked everything at my home studio and then sent off all the tracks to Elliot, and he mixed and mastered it and sent it back.
For that song, did you do vocals first? Did you work on the vocals first, or do you usually do
Just
instrumental?
guitar
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
We start with the
Instrumentals,
riff.
Always instrumentals first. Yeah. Instrumentals first, then lyrics and vocal placement, melodies, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So I got a couple more questions for you guys. What is the backstory behind the name Coldflame?
Honestly,
So, like, fire's usually hot.
when we were starting the band, me and him kind of started the band like in my studio, like in our house. So, and
You were in another band during that time
I was
too.
in a different band, and I was just like, man, let's do something new. Let's do something different. He'd really been wanting to play music and stuff, and I was like, yeah, let's do it because I thought he was a great screamer. So I was like, let's go. And we were just thinking of names, man, honestly, and I guess I really just like C names. My last band was Cadence. Now this one's Coldflame. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's really corny. But like, we have we're very like we have different genres that we do. Like we go all the way from like sounding like alternative rock to like metalcore and breakdowns, screamo, whatever you want to call it, right? Like we go from like metalcore to straight up like Three Doors Down. You know what I mean? And we have all different types
We
of...
even did like a acoustic show not so long ago. We played a Morgan Wallen song.
Yeah. Like we've done like we're pretty versatile. Like we've played a ton of different genres and songs, and we don't like limit any of our creativity or songs. Like we'll pretty much write anything or play anything.
I think you said it best when someone asks us, "Oh, what does your band sound like?" And we're like, he said it best, and he was like, Slipknot meets Nickelback, or or Nickelback meets Slipknot. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah,
but and I think that's the best way to kind of describe it, because we love everything in between. So we just wanted to make sure that kind of wanted to be kind of play what we want to play.
Yeah, that's how we came up with the name Coldflame.
That's how we came with the name.
Yeah.
No limits.
Yeah.
And then immediately Coldflame came to mind when we thought of just no limitations. In all seriousness, what it is, I just wanted a one-word band name.
Yeah.
I didn't care what it was.
That's what
I did. I told him.
Actually two though.
It's technically two words.
It's one
in
word
one
now.
word.
It's one word now.
We took
The
two
F is
words
not
and put it
capital.
together.
Okay, that's big. Make
It's
sure
also
you
silent.
know that.
Jesus.
Because everyone thinks the F is capitalized. It's not. It's lowercase.
He goes,
so it's one word.
He goes, we want one
Like
word band
Coldplay.
name. We want
It's
one
one
word
word.
band name. Put two words into one.
Yeah,
Now it's
2
one
to
word.
1. Now it's one word.
How high were you guys? Were like 2 words. One word.
Were you
Like
high
Cold
during that
Start.
time?
I'm
I don't
straight
think
edge.
so. Yeah, he's pretty straight edge. Yeah, he's pretty straight edge.
So I don't.
Yeah,
he was probably high.
I was probably high. I think I was high
He
doing
was
the
high.
vocals for Broken,
She's
actually.
high right now.
It's one word like Cold.
No, I'm sober right now.
But I do love that you guys experiment. That's like what I want to do with this podcast is like I want to be able. I'm not trying to do same questions with bands and shit like that. And sometimes I use some same shit, but like a different aspect to it. There's only so many questions you can ask a band, but I also want to be able to. My goal is to have a band give me stories that somebody doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And just have a fucking blast and just be like, and like somebody watching and be like, holy shit, they were at this fucking show or whatever, and they did this, or this happened when they played this show backstage. But my last question for you guys is I want to ask you, what was your first show you guys ever played as a band, as Coldflame?
Oh, as Coldflame?
Old Eye.
You seen? Tell them about it.
Acoustic emo night.
No, our first ever show as Coldflame.
Where was
Oh,
it?
January.
I don't think-
Last January.
okay.
Caleb.
Yeah, I don't think the emo night counts.
Okay.
Yeah. Let you see and tell this
I
one.
wasn't even in it. Fuck.
Me neither. Look at
Why do I gotta
just
tell
got
you?
here.
Because I want you to explain it.
Okay, yeah.
You're
So
OG.
the first Coldflame show with all originals, because
Wow.
because at first we were doing just covers just for fun, just to warm up, being on stage, and wanted to play music. But at the time, Adam, you only had maybe 2 songs?
We only had 2-3 songs written.
Yeah.
So we had to fill it out. Yeah, we had 3 songs written.
Yeah.
We had
but
You're
we still
Gone.
wanted to play ASAP,
Right.
So
What did we have? Lose Myself, You're Gone,
And
and
that was probably
and
it.
TMP. I think that's all we had at that time.
we had Broken.
Oh, okay. So Lose
Broken
Myself, You're
and
Gone,
TMP.
and Broke. So we had 4.
No.
No, we didn't.
No,
Not
it
at
was,
that first
it was
show.
Broken. It was You're Gone.
Broken, and
No,
Lose Myself.
TMP was in there.
Yeah, it was.
It was TMP.
So we had 4 songs.
Yeah, because then it was TMP, right? So it was. I remember now. So
TMP
You're
stands
Gone-
for Take My Pain.
Take My
Yeah,
Pain. By
so
the way.
You're Gone, Take My
All My-
Pain, Broken, and then we played 2 covers during that song, during that set too, and it was
One Step Closer,
by
Linkin Park.
and then Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
And dude, every time we play Break Stuff, I feel like everyone just goes nuts.
We haven't played that one in a while.
I'll be in the
We
back of my
haven't.
arms
I think we
going
need to
like
bring
this.
that back out of the, out of the archive.
Yeah.
That'd be a crazy time. What are you thinking? Break
What?
stuff?
What do you think?
323.
Taking break stuff out of the
I learned
archive.
it too. God
Because
damn it.
everyone goes
sets.
nuts every
Dude,
time
if
we
we
play.
ever
we
get an
break
encore,
stuff.
which they usually never let us hear because the time is so strict.
Yeah.
we'll
Very
throw
strict time.
break stuff out. I
We
mean,
still love you, Gold.
That's our go-to cover.
Just walk off.
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah, we
might
love you,
actually
Goldfield.
get broken.
But we love that. So we have like 2 staple covers that we kind of turned into our own, and it's Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit and One Step Closer by Linkin Park. Like we always pull those out. Like if we're playing 323 right in Marysville at that pub. So when we play 323,
Probably play all
we're
of
gonna
our
play
songs.
everything we have and then
Plus
some.
our-
Like we're probably gonna play like 10 to 12 songs because we have like an hour to fill.
I wanna be so
Whereas
tired.
stuff like this, you know, we have 25 minutes. That's it. You know, so we have to really like make sure we only play originals. You
And
know,
if
for
you
stuff like
guys
tonight.
want an audio cover, let us know because we could drop one.
Yeah,
we really could drop
comment
2
down below
audio
if you
covers.
really want to hear us like release our version of Break Stuff and One Step Closer because we could release it.
Yeah,
but
we could
just
we
haven't
could have
yet.
we
If
could
you're
have it.
lucky.
We have it.
We could have it. We could have it. We might not.
We have
We
it.
might not. We
It's
might
in
not
the
have
archive.
it
It's in the archive.
somewhere. Somewhere in the vault.
Go on
Somewhere.
their Instagram and comment on any of their posts and just put break stuff if you want.
Yeah. If you
We
put
also
that,
have
we'll
a
know.
cover of Misery Business coming out pretty soon too, so if you want to wait for that.
Yeah, that one's dropping soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just one
Shout
of those
out
days,
Paramore.
honestly.
Yeah. So this is the end of the podcast, and this time I want to dedicate for you guys to promote whatever you want, shows, music, whatever you would like to promote.
So, our band is Coldflame, one word, COLDFLAME, baby. Like
We
a
got
cold
merch.
flame. Get it? We have merchandise.
We'll send it to you.
We're playing a lot of shows this year. We're just getting started, honestly. We've already played about 10 shows so far as a band. We're just going to keep going. This year, we're probably going to play 20 shows, realistically. That's our goal. And also, our plan is to put out at least, and I'm going to speak this into the universe right now on a podcast so that we do it. I want to put out at least 6 to 8 new songs this year. That's the goal. 6 to 8 brand new songs, all singles. We're going the single format.
Can I
So
write
we're not
too?
really going to do EPs or albums anymore. Maybe, it depends. But for right now, we're just dropping single after single like every 2 months. That's our plan, right? So
Can I write riffs too, Adam?
yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Maybe.
So we're only gonna do
Maybe.
like a counterparts
If you're
rip off. It's gonna be so
Maybe.
sick.
But yeah, that's the goal. So follow us on Insta, follow us on Facebook. That's the best place to follow us is Instagram, honestly. Just search Coldflame, one word. You'll find us everywhere. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming services, YouTube, you name it. Got music videos, we got everything out. So check us out. And shout out Chris. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
man.
you so
We
much,
appreciate
brother.
you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Give me a
Appreciate
kiss.
you, bro.
Back up.
And all their stuff will be down in the link below. Go give them a follow. Go give like all their shit. Listen to their music. Their shit is fucking dope. Okay? And thank you again to Goldfield Roseville for letting us do this shit here. This is our 3rd time here. Fucking Goldfield. And we will catch you next time, Mosh Pit. See you in the pit. Later.
Yeah, let's go.